Ghislaine Maxwell, the convicted former socialite and longtime accomplice of Jeffrey Epstein, reportedly once boasted to her close New York social circle that she had a one-night stand with John F. Kennedy Jr. The encounter, according to sources, occurred in the early 1990s at her New York City home after a political event, prompting Maxwell to label JFK Jr. as her chief conquest. That revelation has generated renewed fascination as Maxwell remains incarcerated for her role in Epstein's sex trafficking operation. Insiders suggest she frequently dropped the name of the late Kennedy heir into conversation, indicating the liaison was a point of pride. JFK Jr., son of President John F. Kennedy, tragically perished in a plane crash alongside his wife Carolyn and her sister in 1999. While this would mark a remarkable link between American political royalty and the scandal-ridden Maxwell, no corroborating evidence or JFK Jr. commentary exists. The claim originates from Radar Online's report based on anonymous sources, highlighting the former socialite's flair for dramatic storytelling. B. Magazine echoed the story in 2020, quoting a source saying, "It was a one-time hookup." He went to her house after a political event, and reiterating Maxwell's reference to the dalliance as her chief conquest. Maxwell, a British French-American socialite born in 1961, rose to prominence in the London and New York elite before her long-awaited collaboration with Epstein in the early 1990s. Over decades, she leveraged her father's influence and cultivated powerful connections in finance and politics. The Kennedy Circle's inclusion in Maxwell's narrative is consistent with reports that she moved within high-profile networks, including, reportedly, the Kennedy family and Epstein's wealthy clients. However, with no publicized date, witness, or acknowledgement from JFK Jr.'s estate, the alleged tryst remains unverified. Critics argue the story may illustrate Maxwell's ongoing efforts to maintain her status through high-value name association, especially as new disclosures from the Epstein trial make headlines. As Maxwell continues to serve a 20-year federal sentence, each emerging detail from her past adds to the complex mosaic of her connections and behavioral patterns. For JFK Jr., a man whose legacy is tied to American nostalgia and promise, this rumored encounter with a convicted criminal intensifies the complexity of Epstein-Maxwell's broader nexus. Without additional evidence, though, the claim remains in the realm of rumor, an uncorroborated boast from one of Epstein's closest enablers that leaves more questions than answers.